And so the adventure begins. Where we're going, you might ask, involves one of those. Let's go. As cool as the city is, there's no barns in this town. We got to go somewhere where there's some barns. Now this is starting to look a little bit better out here. Welcome to Ohio. Let's go. I've been looking for an early Bronco for a while, and about 2 weeks ago I saw a listing in Ohio of I talked to the guy. Everyone calls it the proverbial barn find of a Bronco. 1966 U13 BUDD body roadster in this like really cool kind of, I think it's Caribbean blue or a similar blue to that. So right now I'm on my way to go check it out. I do have the money in hand and the title's already in my name, but I guess I'm still technically checking it out. But I'm super excited to go look at it and hopefully add it to the stockpile. It's our exit. There it is. Oh my goodness. Look at that thing. Absolutely beautiful. I am officially the owner of that beautiful 1966 U13 Ford Bronco. Let's get out of here. Bye-bye. I'm so disappointed. Chipper just got here. Ford Bronco is here, and I know it's super windy. Sorry, it is not in the same condition that I bought it in. It's like it got a little bit messed up. Biggest problem is the reason why we're in a Home Depot parking lot is it no longer runs. Pickup went perfect, drop off went as horrible as it possibly could have. Maybe I could actually use some of these parts inside the car. This looks mildly important. At least it's really cool. You can't say it's not cool. And who wanted a canopy anyway? Lame. So I'm gonna try to start it. Carburetor I know is new and not properly adjusted. It might be leaking a little bit, not sure. Sparks should be fine. It's got a battery. Let's try to start it. At least I still have the key. So my thought is before we mess with the choke or anything, let's just try to get it ready here. Doesn't sound good. Closing the choke almost all the way here. Let's try that. Doesn't even sound like it's trying. Giving it some more juice now. My friends are just out here for a couple hours trying to get it going with me. I got it a little bit closer. I'll let you hear in a second. And then it shuts off, which doesn't make sense. So let's try giving it a little gas then. all in all, it could be worse. At least I do own a Ford Bronco now. And I have a burrito. My savior has arrived. Not exactly the way I envisioned bringing this thing home, but it's getting there, one way or another. Yesterday, my roommates and I took off the roll cage. Nice. And then also I am working on trying to get this patch panel off, because behind that, hopefully the VIN tag is still there. Otherwise, the only VIN number on this is on the frame, and it's really hard to read. And in order to get this registered, I have to have the VIN visible. So hopefully it's back here. Okay, moment of truth. Oh no. Oh shoot, I don't see it. Crap. That is a bummer that there's no VIN tag. I might buy a reproduction one just so it's easier to see, because otherwise the only place the VIN is down there on the frame, and it's like almost impossible to read. I've made out a couple letters, like partially, so I'm gonna try to clean that up a little bit, but let's, instead of focusing on that, let's make it run first. So I'm gonna take off this carburetor and then put the new one on and get everything re-linked back up. I've taken a good amount of detailed pictures, so hopefully I'll kind of know how things hook back up. I'm just gonna start taking it off. San Francisco, here we come. It's so windy. Good morning, Mr. Deers. I did not make it to San Francisco yesterday. I stopped and saw some family in Monterey, so now we got some more driving to do. This ain't the Golden Gate Bridge, but not an hour out of the way either, so let's go get this thing. I just drove 200 miles to get this little tiny bench seat for the back of the Bronco. 200 miles to go back home. That's ridiculous, but better than trying to ship it. I'm over trying to get people to ship stuff for me. Let's go. You can see here, got a 2-barrel carb, and I'd say Tomco something or other. So I think this is an original carburetor that's been, well, I know it's been rebuilt. Let's see. Okay, we'll put on this new gasket on there. Put the carburetor on there. There's a lot of little ports I have to figure out how to get properly hooked up. Reattach the throttle here. This big throttle spring looks like it was attached right around that little plastic piece. Just like that. Got the choke cable sheathing all tightened up there now, so this thing should function properly. Before we can start actually tuning the carburetor, I do have to put on the tailpipes, because that is going to affect a little bit how the exhaust manifolds and all that stuff works. So I'm going to go ahead and just get these very roughly kind of installed, get them hung with some bungee cords and then maybe some metal straps after that. And then we should be able to start tuning this thing. Looking at the exhaust system, I realized that to take that all kind of off of the truck. And then I started thinking, well, I have this fuel tank, so I might as well take this down too and clean it out. It's supposed to help. Yeah. This is so bad, I thought the tank was full, but it just clogged my funnel. I would prefer just to pretend like the whole gas tank situation did not happen and focus on the exhaust. What I'm doing here is I'm gonna weld these pieces together. It's not gonna be super pretty because they're not exactly the same size pipe, but it should work just fine. And then it should end up like that one over there, and we'll stick them back underneath and get it all mounted up. I don't exactly know the best way to get all this mounted up, but I'm just trying to get it all kind of started, and then we'll straighten things out a little bit. Yeah. All tightened up. So we got some sketchy mount right there, more legit one right there, two in the back, and then it's mounted to the headers up here, and pretty sturdy. Will definitely do for now. So we have the carb tuned up pretty good now. Only thing we still have to link up is this guy, which goes to the transmission, and it's like the kick down linkage or something. My friend's a mechanic, he's kind of helping me get this all set up, but it should start. And let's see what this new exhaust sounds like. Then also I have this temporary gas tank now because of what we saw earlier in the video here. But we'll pull the choke out a little bit. Might be dead, but we could try. Sounds pretty different. There we go. Choke's all the way on, and they're rattling a lot, but it's running. Take the choke on just a little bit. Got it slightly warmed up here. Transmission is not super nice. All right, got her rolling here a little bit. That sounded good. We're just back into this parking lot here. It's quite the fast idle, I'd say. Try to put it in drive. It's neutral. There we go, there's drive. It definitely drives, it's just a little bit scary with the transmission right now. Yeah. That's all she wrote for today's video, but let me know what you guys think about this thing, things you think I should do, reasons why it's kind of very unreliable and very unpredictable. I think we definitely still have some more work to do on the carburetor, but overall, definitely a good start just for trying to get this thing going. I need to mount the back seat, get the rear gas tank situation figured out, and then just continue to fine tune things, and then also get a roll cage. So put down in the comments below other things you think I should do. Thank you guys so much for checking out today's video. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff, make sure to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.